It's hard to believe, but we're all already in our 126th day of this war. 126 days since the October 7th massacre. There's still 136 people left being held hostage by Hamas terrorists. Israel Defense Force is still fighting in Gaza. They're still eliminating and destroying Hamas infrastructure, Hamas weapons, Hamas commanders, command centers. We're finding more and more and more tunnels. We're trying to destroy those. We're destroying shafts.
I just wanted some update from Israel to India. Many people wants to know what exactly happening at present after all the things which happened for the last 1 year.
Yeah. One, thank you for coming and thank you for asking. I just got back from Israel yesterday, and it's hard to believe, but we're all already in our 126th day of this war. 126 days since the October 7th massacre done to us by Hamas terrorists who crossed the border. And I know you know, but I'll just remind the audience as well, you know, when Hamas crossed the border into Israel in this surprise attack, the surprise massacre on us, they killed over 1,200 people. They killed, they brutalized, they maimed, and they took 240 people, hostages, back into Gaza. Of these, we were able to get to some sort of agreement, and we freed over 110 of them. But there's still 136 people left being held hostage by Hamas terrorists. So what is going on? Our soldiers, the IDF, the Israel Defense Force, is still fighting in Gaza. They're still eliminating and destroying Hamas infrastructure, Hamas weapons, Hamas commanders, command centers. We're finding more and more and more tunnels. We're trying to destroy those. We're destroying shafts. And we're also in all of this trying to, you know, find some intelligence, find places maybe where the hostages could be. The IDF has reached one or two places where there was physical evidence that the hostages were held there, but we have yet to find them. While all this is going on, there were talks, and there still are talks, hopefully, of getting to some sort of an agreement for some sort of ceasefire for the return of the hostages.
You call it a ceasefire or kind of a tactic by the Hamas at this point of time, because the pro-Palestinian forces which are supporting this Hamas, they're playing the same song now. They're saying that we need to have some kind of a break, and we can move ahead with the peace talks. Do you think it's a kind of a conspiracy which is being hashed somewhere when something is happening behind it?
Look, it's very hard to tell, right? Because we're not an army fighting an army or a country fighting a country. We're a country defending itself, defending its borders, defending its citizens, fighting a terrorist organization. Now, Israel is, you know, abides by international standards, by international rules, by international law. We follow a certain, you know, line of ethics that we all follow as an organized country, as a democracy, you know, taking care of its people. Hamas is a terrorist organization. They have no rules. They have no laws. They have no regard for human life. And we see it again and again. We are finding so many of the weapon storage and weapons factories are within hospitals or next to hospitals, or within kindergartens or next to them, are within mosques. You know, this organization claims that they're a religious organization, but they're in no way represent the religion that they claim to represent. They don't have any, you know, any honor for their own mosques, for their own even religious institutions. They're using the whole of Gaza, maybe abusing is more the correct word, abusing the citizens and the infrastructure of Gaza and all the international aid given to them throughout the years for their terrorist purpose. And their main aim, and they say it loud and clear, is to destroy Israel and kill Jews and Israelis. And everything, and if somebody wasn't sure of it before, or somebody thought that Israel might be exaggerating, we now see it. We've been in there for 4 months now, and there's still Hamas operatives. We're still finding weapons. They're still able from time to time to fire RPGs or rockets at us. It's just astounding what they've done, you know, to the detriment, obviously, of Israel and the people living in Israel, but also to the detriment of the people living in Gaza, to their own citizens, right? They were also the government, supposedly. They were supposed to take care of their citizens, And we find out that no, they haven't done anything except for promote their aim of destroying Israel.